Greetings, Explorer families. This is Dr. Ike, the Executive Director of our Westlake Charter School. Families, I wanted to make a short video to quickly highlight some of the events of this past week. First, I just want to give a big thank you to our entire community for supporting our staff workday on Monday, January 3rd. I cannot tell you how many of our teachers and staff told me that they thought about working over break, on one project or another, but they remembered that we had a workday on Monday, so they're able to completely unplug and rest over break. So thank you, families. Your collaboration on this helped our staff relax and recharge and prepare for 2022. Now, next, I want to give a big shout out to the Sacramento County Public Health Department and our friends at the Natomas Unified School District for the help on the take-home COVID tests. We were able to distribute over 1,000 tests, and because of these efforts, many positive cases were detected before returning to campus. And well wishes go out to anyone in our community who has recently tested positive. But as we can all see, our region is experiencing a massive spike in COVID-19 cases. And, the latest data at the Sacramento County Public Health shows that we have the highest case rates that we've had to date. However, we're also hearing of a few silver linings to these cases. So first, it seems that hospitalization rates and severe infection rates are actually lower than they were during the Delta variant surge. So while Omicron seems to potentially be more contagious than other variants, it may be less likely to cause severe illness, and especially in children, and that's great news. Now next, the scientific community is predicting that this Omicron surge is likely to spike in the next couple of weeks and then fall, which means that if we all work together for the next 4 to 6 weeks, maybe by the time we get to February break, we'll see things looking a little bit more like normal as we head into spring. And then we can plan for all kinds of events where we can get our community back together, doing some fun things in the spring. So what does this all mean for Westlake Charter School? Well, for one, it means absenteeism is going to be high and maybe even higher in the coming weeks. So that's not only for students, but for staff as well. But let's begin with the students. When students are out, our staff are prepared to make sure that they have at-home work provided to keep our students engaged and learning. However, if your student's not feeling well enough to go to do schoolwork at home, you're under no obligation to request this work. If your child is feeling ill, let them rest, right? If they feel well enough to do work, then you can reach out to your teacher and request at-home work. Now, in the fall, our office team was helping this process. However, with the number of students out combined with the staff absenteeism as well, we have streamlined this process so that you can work directly with your teacher. Which brings us to staff absenteeism. Now, our teachers and staff are just as susceptible to illness as our students, and so therefore we are seeing unprecedented levels of absenteeism due to exposures and test positivity. So we combine this with a substitute teacher shortage, and we are doing everything in our power to keep these doors open. That is our goal. So each teacher this week has had to substitute on their prep period for at least one other teacher who is out. Our office team is, office secretary team is helping in the cafeteria and on the playgrounds. Our yard duties and base members are working extra hours to cover for instructional aides. And that's not even to mention the staff members who are continuing to work from home while struggling through COVID symptoms just to keep our school moving forward. So the silver lining of all this, I guess, seems to be that we're all working together. We're supporting one another, and there's something about that just feels like Westlake Charter School. It's funny to see who's in the classrooms substituting for our teachers who are out, our chief business officer, our operations director, as well as each one of our administrators have been substitute teaching nearly every day this week, and when we all work together, we can accomplish anything. So, some people have asked, are we considering closing the school due to this Omicron surge? And there's absolutely no indication from the state or the county level that school closures would even be allowed. And the truth is we want to stay open. We want to do everything we can to safely continue to serve our community. However, if you see a staff member in the parking lot, give them a smile and a thank you. When you're crafting that next email, remember that the person you're communicating with has probably been working double time to keep things rolling. So they may just need a little extra grace, in their response time. Families, thank you for your continued support and your collaboration. At this time, it means the world to us. So thank you. Thank you, families, for all you've done and all that you are doing at this time. And finally, we can use your help. If you have just 3 college courses, a writing course, a rhetoric course, and a mathematics course, you qualify as a substitute teacher, and we've never needed you more than we need you right now. So reach out to admin@westlakecharter.com if you think you might be able to help. Your help might be the help that keeps us open going forward through what's about to be a really steep surge in COVID cases. And maybe you don't qualify to be a substitute teacher, and that's okay. Maybe you're willing to be a substitute instructional aide, yard duty, or help in some other way. Reach out to admin@westlakecharter.com. If we can get you signed up as an employee, we can get you on campus and help us push through this next 4 to 6 weeks when we anticipate things to return back to normal. Okay, thank you, families, for all that you do for our school. We appreciate you more than you know. And as always, let's explore.